Bishop.
And I'm Dr. Steph.
Thank you so much for tuning in to our life, our journey.
Our truth.
We're so excited to have you connected. This is a place we come every single week to bring content to you and to help you really become all that God would have you to become. We thank you so much, and all of you that continue to support this page. We appreciate you. So thank you so much. And make sure you like, comment,
and subscribe
subscribe
and share. That's what I was trying to say.
That is. And that's what's up, because you know she's not gonna let you miss out on being a part of this community. And I know
It's
this
so important to make sure that you're inviting your friends, inviting your family. We have so much to say, but we also want to hear from you. We want to be able to make this a dialogue and not just us talking. Yeah.
So it's a community. So engage.
Yes.
So we read the comments, talk to us, ask questions, follow us too.
And we get a lot of our ideas about what we're going to talk about next from you guys.
So follow Dr. Steph Walker. I can't tell you how many times people have walked up to me and said, man, I'd love to meet Dr. Steph, or they talked about going into medicine or business. And I said, you need to talk to my wife, and I give them that. So follow her, follow me at Joseph Walker 3. And we would appreciate that so much. And go to our website, josephwalker3.org, get our content, books, and get our merch. We got some cool stuff out there. It'll bless your life. So go check it out. And we appreciate you so much. So today, I want to be a little bit transparent than we've always been. We're always transparent, right? We always tell the truth. We always hear just open book. But today, there are some things I wish people really knew about me. I'm sure there's some things you wish people knew about you. And some things they should know about us.
Okay.
The reason why I think this subject is so important because, I think people often engage people through their own assumptions about who they think this person is or what they may like. So sometimes people it can be a good thing a person does, but they don't know the things that, you like, or things that, you don't like, or things that you think about or don't think about, or talk about or don't talk about. It's just important for people to have a sense of who you are. So I wish people knew some things about me, and I'll start off if that's okay.
Yeah,
right?
go for it.
So I wish people really knew that even though I minister to thousands around the world, millions or whatever, that I'm really like a person that just can be by myself for hours and left alone. And people don't realize that I literally could go sit in a coffee shop from 8 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon by myself and be totally content. I can come home, sit in my office, or go out on the deck and just sit, read a book, and just be fine in aloneness.
Yes.
And people think, yes, I'm the person in the relationship that is more extrovert. She's more introvert.
Because I'm like, this is new to me. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
No, in terms of like community and, we have functions. I'm like, let's invite people. Let's do this. But for the most part, she'll tell you, I spend the majority of my time alone. Would you not agree with that?
I don't know. I think yes, because of what you do. Like he is a consummate studier. He's constantly working. He is extraordinarily organized, and he has this insane cadence of getting things done, which is why he is like hyper productive. And so much of the time that he's spending alone is grinding, not in a onerous sort of way, but just going through his normal routine of getting things done. Now, he says that he can spend, from 8 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's about it. Like he needs people. He needs to be around people. He needs to be out and about and walking. Even if he is in Starbucks and working, then you'll see him walking down the street or going to the mall or running around and talking to different people or sitting down and having people join him for coffee or conversations or what have you. So
that's true.
You thrive off of people. However, you can be alone.
Yeah, I do thrive off community. I thrive off of that. And I'm not a person that says, don't talk to me, I want to be left alone. I'm saying I'm a person that because of the regimen I have, because of the cadence I keep, that alone time is incredibly productive for me.
It's important for you. Otherwise, you can't be productive.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
What's one thing you wish people knew about you?
Well, I guess along the same vein, like I am the type of person that I'm in, some people might call an introverted extrovert, meaning that I love people, I love having conversations, I love engaging with folks, but I also love, love, love my alone time. I love me. I love, being by myself. I love both, right? I don't enjoy constant crowds, always in the midst, always in the midst, always the life of the party. I need some time where it's okay to do all that, and then it's okay to let your hair down and just sit back, relax, and be alone. Because I feel like sometimes it can be, I get exhausted. Like he can go parties and events and gatherings every day, 10 a day, and keep going. I'm like, okay, what time is this? This breakfast is from what, 8 to 9, 10, 11, what? And then I don't want to do anything for the rest of the day because that thing has completely exhausted me. And it's not that I don't want to do anything, but like him, I value my alone time because that's when I hear from God. I can journal, I, can be productive. I don't operate well on the fly in the midst of chaos, like unless it's family stuff, of course, because as moms, that's what we do. We operate in chaos. But like in terms of building my personal self back up, self-care, mental, spiritual, emotional, I need that alone time.
Well, so I tell you something. I wish people knew this about me. This is probably a bit more comical than serious. I can go to sleep with my eyes wide open.
I'm like, honey, you're snoring and you're awake. The kids, he scares the kids. I mean, my gosh, this is so.
I do it. How look?
Little Joseph bought him some socks for Father's Day that said, I'm not asleep, I'm just resting my eyes. So to show you how he rolls, and he falls asleep anywhere.
And well,
How about
that's
that?
what I was getting at. Because, like, for example, people say, Bishop, when do you sleep? So, for
All the
example,
time.
what can happen? This is a God truth. And anybody who's ever ridden a car with me knows it. You can pick me up and take me to a venue. Say, Bishop, we're going to pick you up. You have a meeting. It's 25 minutes away. At the very moment I get in the car, there's a habit I do. I'll take my shoes off, Donna, and I will fall asleep in like
30 seconds.
1 minute in the ride. And I'm not just falling asleep like falling asleep. I'm like in REM. And I will fall asleep and I will wake up like right when you say we here. And it'll feel like I slept for 6 hours.
And he'll look just as alive and alert as he wants.
And people don't know that's what happens between services on Sunday. Like I get in that truck, I shake hands, hey, God bless you, I love y'all so much. I'll get in that truck, and that 20-minute ride from one location to the next, I'm in the back seat.
But he also does this when you go out to dinner. He also does this like anytime there's a little bit of downtime, it's like he's searching for a time to catch a nap.
Yeah, I got to catch
So the waiter has come and gotten his order, and everyone is sitting around the table talking. You look over, he's asleep. We're at Disney and we're standing in line. He's standing up, leaning against the wall, asleep. We're getting on the rides. If it's a little slow ride,
my
he's in
God.
the corner with the kids. The kids are like, oh my gosh, mommy, look. And he's sitting in the back in the dark, sleep. So, like, yes, you are.
But that's how I function, right? That's how I function because I'm up at 4:45 every morning. I work out. I'm a creature of habit. And so I take these intermittent, I take these naps, and these are power naps. And so I can be in the meeting and somebody's running late. How late they gonna be here? They're gonna be 15 minutes. I'm like, yes. I'm like, okay.
Well, and to your defense, when I was working in the hospital, I used to do the same thing. Like I used to fall asleep standing up against walls.
Really?
Sitting in like the nurse's station, the doctor's station, or what have you, like I would fall asleep. However, I did not fall asleep like at the dinner table.
Do I fall asleep at the dinner table?
Bye-bye, yes.
I really do.
You know you do.
Okay.
Admit it.
That I admit it. I will fall asleep. So y'all, listen, don't ever, that's probably why I could never it's a good thing I'm a pastor, because I could probably never be a member of a boring church because I'll be that kid. I'll be that person in church every Sunday. I'll be there, but I'll be
Sleep
like,
in the front row. Yeah. That's where your son gets it from.
oh my God, he falls asleep anywhere. I love it. I love it. So, how about you? One more thing about you.
I don't know. You tell me. What do you want people to know about me?
So, this woman, we go to sleep at night, and I call it this little light of mine, right? Because she has her little phone with the light on, the light, and she will at 11 o'clock at night to sometime 2, 3 in the morning.
That's when I do my best research.
She's doing research. This girl is like, you name it. She done figured out what's the new, bug out there, what's the new disease process for this, what foods you can't eat, what are the signs. She done got from 11 to 3 in the morning. And then she jumps right up, get the kids ready, right? And she'll say, it's just unbelievable.
It's because the house is finally quiet. The day is over. I've unwound. He's finally asleep. The kids are finally asleep. And I don't feel like getting out of the bed and going to my office or going to another room.
She's scared, that's why.
So I just flip my light on and use my phone or my iPad or whatever. I know, first of all, that's bad sleep hygiene. You're not supposed to have electronics in the room. But it's the perfect time for those who are super busy to sit and wrap up your day or finish your day or plan for the next day or get all those little loose ends tied up right there in the middle of the night while the house is quiet.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Guilty.
You have no idea.
Guilty.
It's like, I get up in the middle of the night, have to go to the restroom. She's wide awake. Where you going? I'm like, to the restroom. What are you doing up? It's crazy, man. But that's what it is, man. I'll tell you something you probably don't know about us. We are frugal.
Oh, super frugal.
You probably didn't know that.
Yeah.
You probably did not know we are very frugal. We are.
Like our last vacation, we were gone for 2 weeks. And we were able to use, we paid for 2 hotel rooms.
On points.
All on points. Our airline tickets, we purchased on a fraction of the dollar.
Yep.
Pennies on the dollar. Like, we set a budget before we left on like kids' expenses because our kids, they like to buy.
Man, we be doing stuff like, who getting ice cream? Guess 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll be the one that give one this time because we gotta get.
That is not true. We're not that frugal. However, I think that it just comes from the way that we were raised, right? Like we were raised not to be wasteful. We were raised to be thoughtful. We were raised to, work hard and figure out strategic ways to keep your finances flowing, right? And so we're just not wasteful people. And I think sometimes people look at us because we have nice things. They just assume that we just are spendthrifts, but we are so not.
So find the sale, so do we.
Right.
What? We know when to shop in June. We know when to shop. We ain't playing. So it's like we are very frugal, and people may not know that about us.
Yeah.
You may not also know that we both are. Well, we're A-type, right? We're A-type. You probably don't know that we have a great sense of humor. Don't you think? We have some fun. Our whole family.
Yeah.
Our whole family. So
like belly aching, laugh out loud.
They love to talk about, we have this thing, because I'm the darkest in the family, and that's cool. You talk about me. Y'all do me so wrong.
I don't say y'all. I don't talk about
you and Giovanni.
That's colorism. I don't do that. I don't engage in that.
That's colorism. Anyway, no, she doesn't. But my daughter, we have jokes in the house, and so it's not about me being dark per se. It's about the fact that we're trying to figure out, okay.
No, the recent situation has been
break it down.
That our son, Joseph the Fourth, who is relatively fair-skinned as a brown person, gets himself confused at school. So he's in kindergarten, and Giovanni actually did the same thing.
When he was in kindergarten.
Yeah, when she was in kindergarten. He doesn't like we don't talk about,
Yeah.
necessarily like they're Caucasian, they're Indian, Asian, like whatever. With him, like obviously Giovanni's older, she understands the beauty of the different cultures.
Yeah.
With him, we just talk about friends and making sure that you have, different friends who don't look like you, etc. And so he calls some of his friends peach and some of his friends brown and some of his friends yellow or whatever, right? And so he thinks that he's peach, y'all. My son thinks that he's peach, which he's not. He's brown. And I try to
So his
make sure
sister
that
say,
he
look
knows
at your
that he's
daddy.
brown.
Look at your daddy.
And so he keeps saying that daddy is more brown than anyone in the house and that he's peach. So he's doesn't understand the connotation that aligns him with per se. And he then tries to say that, okay, this was like earlier in the year. So now he realizes that he's brown, but he says that I'm peach and that I'm not brown.
Yeah.
And that hurts my feelings because I love my identity as who I am. And so that's what he's referring to. And so, no, it's coming from a very innocent place because he doesn't understand what, like, the meaning behind all that.
So when you every night, we get ready to go to bed, and my wife gets ready to give me a good night kiss, and she looks up with all the lights out and says, "Where you at?" What's that? What's that? When you like, where you at?
Because you keep calling me light. You call me light, bro.
She like, where you at?
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Moving right along. Moving right along.
All life ain't been no crystal stairs. That board's attack place with no carpet on the floor. Just bam! But I was still climbing, y'all. That's how they treat me right here in these parts. That's how they do me in these parts. But now, we have sense of humor though. And I think one thing she probably don't know too, my wife, now let's talk about isms. My wife got bug isms and she didn't let my children get it. Man, you would think somebody is murdering this girl. I've been in the house and she screamed like, "Baby!" I come in there and it's like a little beetle.
No.
Yes. A beetle. I'm like, are you kidding? But then she got the kids afraid. Joseph like, oh my God. I'm like, you're the man of the house.
Sorry.
See what I mean? You probably didn't know that. So you ever want to scare out of Steph, just pull out a bug. I guarantee you, they can't the bug life. Y'all are too funny. Yes. Facts.
Guilty.
What do you want people to know about us? Now to put it all out there.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they don't know. Like I'm the morning person, you the night person.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely. They get up at 4:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I don't care what you do, just don't wake me.
Man,
I don't want to know about it. I don't want to feel it. I don't want to
in the
hear
dark.
it.
Y'all do
I
that?
don't. Just don't.
I be
wake
dressed
me.
in the dark. I have perfected. I should write a book, Dressing in the Dark. I have perfected the art of dressing in the dark.
Silently.
Yes. So not only can't you see me in the dark, you can't hear me.
Anyway.
Why are you still laughing?
And it's because
why is that so funny though?
I'm a night owl. I stay up all night. And so, like he said, if I'm going to bed, everybody goes to bed around 10:30. If I'm not going to bed till 1, 2, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're getting up at 4:30, if you wake me, I've only gotten an hour and a half of sleep. That's only 90 minutes. That's like one REM cycle. I need more than that, right? And so at the end of the day, like, let me be great.
Yeah.
Let me sleep.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, the light of mine. Turn the light off, you can get some more hours. Anyway, guys, in essence, we just want y'all to know we're human. That's all. We have fun. Our house is bananas. Our marriage is bananas and fun. We laugh at each other all the time. We do so many crazy things right here. And we're just normal people. And we just like live in this space where we want you to know that even though we are public figures, we absolutely are very normal.
It's like we take what we do seriously. We don't take ourselves seriously.
That is.
And we teach our kids the same.
Yeah.
And we teach our kids to it's important to be able to laugh at yourself, right? Because if you're constantly walking around with a chip on your shoulder or always worried or what have you, or if you make mistakes, you're always crying, sometimes you got to admit the mistake, look at the mistake, and laugh and move on, right?
That's
and
true.
so having these qualities, I think, is what keeps us going in the midst of all the craziness of our lives. You just got to keep laughing, keep smiling. It's about progress, not perfection. And at the end of the day, one of the things that I love to say, and you know, I don't know, whatever, but one of the things that I say all the time is like, are you bleeding? Are you dead? Did it cut you? Did it kill you? Okay, then it's not that serious. Move on, right? And so helping to understand that, you know, like don't sweat the small stuff because I mean, it's not that serious. At the end of the day, someone is not eating. Someone doesn't have a roof over their head. Someone is searching for finances to go to college or what have you. Somebody is really, truly struggling. And no matter what kind of struggles you have in your life, somebody always has it worse. And so at the end of the day, embracing the fun, embracing the laughter, embracing the mistakes, laughing at it, learning from it, and moving on.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
That's how we do it, man. So, hey, that's our life, man. And we appreciate y'all for tuning in to this episode. Man, I hope you learned some things about us. So if you see me out, don't think you can't say, hey, Bishop, what's up? You're not going to be an intrusion. Just know that if you see me by myself, ain't nothing wrong. I just do that. That's how I stay productive, man. But I tell you what, we want to kind of do more of this, right? Because they don't know I'm also a low-key comedian. Okay. Thank y'all for watching today. We appreciate you tuning in to this episode. Make sure you follow Dr. Steph and follow me right here, right there. Go to our website. Get all of our stuff. We hope you're doing the books and merch, all that good stuff. And we thank you. She's still laughing. And we appreciate you so much. So,
he is funny, though. Very.
I'm Bishop.
And I'm Dr. Steph.
Until next time. Peace.